Hello there, good evening, welcome back to my channel. My name's Louise and this is Louise's Lifestyle. Thank you for joining me. So today I just wanted to do an update. Today's March the 14th 2024, just to show you the viewers what I've got in my grow tent. Things have changed a lot. Some plants are no longer growing in here. Had jackfruit and mangoes plants in here a few months ago, and no longer. We don't have the jackfruit anymore. That sadly gave up and it's dead now, so don't have any jackfruit to show you. And the mango plants, two of them I took upstairs, and one was an Amrupali mango, Indian mango, and the other was a Bangladeshi mango, the Fuzli. And I only have the Fuzli now. The Amrupali, that sort of shriveled up a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, a few changes. What has grown quite a lot, I think, since I last did a video here, is the cardamom plant. You can see how that has grown. I've actually raised the grow light. It was at a lower position, and I think that's what caused the scorch marks, because the grow light was at this point to help the smaller seedlings here. So I've lifted it so you can see a better view. So that's grown quite a lot, and I got this back in the summer, I think it was, of 2022. A fellow YouTuber, Michael Ambersley of Exotic Food Plants UK, he has a Facebook group of the same name, came up from London. He was visiting family in Manchester and messaged me, and I said, oh, would you like to meet up at the Wythenshawe Horticultural Centre? And got to show him the tropical greenhouse there, and he brought me a cardamom plant, and it was a little baby. In fact, it was in a large tub, but there were four small, they're about that big, small cardamom shoots. Two of them I took to the Wythenshawe, I left at the Wythenshawe Horticultural Centre, planted them, and the other two I brought home. One of them died, and this is just from one plant. So this is 2 years on, and apparently they can flower and produce the cardamom pods, the spice, which is a very expensive spice and is used a lot in Asian cooking, in the third year. So I don't know how old the plant was when Michael gave it to me. You know, it looked like it was a plant that had already died back, and you know, it was just on the shoots had just reappeared. So yeah, I'd be interested to see. So I'm going to keep that, even though it's sort of getting a bit too big for its area, for this grow tent. I'm going to keep it in here, and hopefully might get some flowers this year, and even, you know, little cardamom pods. So that's the oldest, I think, plants here in the grow tent. I've got some seedlings down here. These are Kamranga, or what do they call them, starfruit seedlings. I've never really had much luck with them. They grow to a few inches and then they die, and I think one's already started to die off. That one down there lost all its leaves. So I've got a couple, there's two in there and there's one there. So little dainty plants. And over here, newest sort of acquisition was the Polyanthes tuberose, Rajanigonda as they call it in Bangladesh. Very popular flower, used in weddings and celebrations, garlands, decorations, you name it. They love this flower, and it's very highly scented. It has white flowers, and I got these quite cheap from Poundland, And yeah, so pleased that these have started to put out new little shoots. So they're not dead bulbs. Sometimes you can buy bulbs and they never actually, you know, do anything. So pleased that they are actually growing. Now I did mention I used to have the mango in here. Well, I am trying to grow another type of mango, and that's the Malaysian honey mango. And I've got this, it's a little bit, needs a bit more water in there, but I've got a honey mango seedling. Now I believe the honey mango from Malaysia is actually the Nam Doc Mai. The Nam Doc Mai is a Thai mango, but a lot of these countries import each other's fruit trees. They'll give them different names, but I believe this is a Nam Doc Mai, because of how it looked, and when I've gone on to a Malaysian website, you know, that talks about mangoes, Nam Doc Mai is quite popular over there. So I believe this is a Nam Doc Mai. It is polyembryonic. It's got multiple shoots in there. So I need to add a little bit more water, I'll just add a little bit now, so it doesn't dry out too much. I have got another Nam Doc Mai or honey mango in here, and you can see actually there's two shoots have appeared. So there's only one seed, but two shoots have popped through the soil there. So hopefully I'll get my first Nam Doc Mai mango. I've never grown one of those before. What else? So I've got a few beetle leaf cuttings, got the Banglapan, and I've got a couple more down here. I've got a couple of Cassiopan down there. And seed wise, I did plant some papayas. Gosh, I think that was maybe February, January, I'm not sure, I can't remember. But mountain papaya and oak leaf papaya, but nothing has appeared as yet. But I'm not chucking them out, so fingers crossed, you know, they're just going to be late showers, because I do want to grow a mountain papaya again. I'm talking about papayas, I've just got some standard papaya here, normal papaya seedlings. I usually can get them to grow to a certain height and then they just keel over, but I thought whilst I'm, you know, trying to grow papaya, let's see if I can just grow a normal papaya. I've got some chili seedlings down there, they're Scotch bonnets. Oh yes, and I did say that I had jackfruit in here previously. The plants unfortunately died. They were doing really well in here. They in fact were taking over. It was getting a bit too big for in here. So I've got some more seeds. I got these, gosh, about a month ago I think, and you can see little shoots appearing. That one there, but I think that one's definitely got a little shoot. See that? And then I think there's a little one, yeah, there's a little one down there. So jackfruit seedlings. So I might do the same thing with these, but this time instead of keeping two in one pot, separate pots, and perhaps grow one outside of the grow tent and keep one for inside, just to see how they get on. So that's the jackfruit. I've got some jujube down here. There's nothing happening with them. Some jujube seeds in there. Oh, and over here in the far corner, I've got a couple of the pink guava. So, gosh, I think they're a couple of years back now. I did a video on the pink guava, kept the seeds, planted them, had a number of seedlings, but they've dwindled now, and one of them recently I had in the front living room has just dried up completely. Now they can lose the leaves, and they do, and they tend to grow back, but the one that I had in the living room is completely dried up. There's absolutely brittle, so no chance of that recovering. So I've only got these two, and they're not really that healthy, So although they're age-wise, they are about 2 years old, they're very stunted. You know, and I'm feeding them, giving them fertilizer, so I'm not really sure what else to do with them. If I take them out of here, they're probably going to die very quickly. So that's why I've kept them on in here. And just over there, just lift this up, use my other hand. These two. So there's 2 plants in here, both guavas. And oh gosh, was it last year? Last year I did an experiment. I got seeds from Sri Lanka, and they were labelled red Malaysian guava. And I got seeds from Spain, and they were labelled purple guava. And I believe that the 2 would be the same. However, you can see these are the only ones that are alive. The rest of the seedlings, there weren't that many, have died off. This is the Sri Lankan red guava, Malaysian guava. It doesn't look very red at all, very green, but it's alive, and so I'm not going to disturb it, and I've kept them in the same pot because that's how they grew. And this is the purple guava from Spain. This is the only one I have left. You see it's got a very deep purple or burgundy stem. There's on the mature leaves, they have a deep veins, you know, the deep sort of reddy purple veins. So yeah, this has been in here for quite some time now. It's not growing massively, it's not growing really fast, but it's still alive. So I'm not going to change anything, you know, I'm just watering it and feeding it, and hopefully it'll stay the course. Yeah, so I think that's it really, in terms of what I'm growing in here. If anyone else is growing similar, if you've got yours in a grow tent or not, you know, you're just growing yours on a windowsill, any of the plants that you see here, let me know how you get on. And I'm talking about people who are here in the UK, because obviously we're challenged with the growing conditions for tropical plants, so I'd be interested to hear how other people have got on with growing their tropical plants indoors. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye bye.